So once again, this mechanism has to come off. These 3 screws are holding the quick release mechanism to the vinyl, and we want to take it off. Do not strip these screws, people. I have a small set of mini Phillips and flathead screwdrivers, and I happen to have one that fits this perfectly. So don't use a huge screwdriver. All right. So 1, 2. Do not lose these screws. It's always good to have a clean workstation. Mine isn't the tidiest, but I recommend having a clean surface and somewhere you can set the screws. Okay, so the vinyl has been released, and I'm going to put this to the side. We have 2 pieces we took off. We took off the quick release part, okay? And we have the bottom plate, which goes on the bottom of the vinyl. This is the part that sits on the spindle on your record. This is the bottom part, and this goes on top. All right, so pretty simple. It's not a bad idea to test this to see how it's going to fit inside of the new vinyl. Just match up the holes. This is why I matched it up, because this hole here, it's not sitting as flush as the other 2. So I am going to just a little more. So it's not a bad idea to test it, see how it's going to sit. Much better. Now this sits flat, flush. That's what you want. You want it to sit flush. If you sit this on and there's a little lip and it's not sitting flush on the vinyl, then take it back off and just touch it up a little bit. If you got to open a hole, scrape it around with the blade a little bit more, or peel off some excess vinyl. Do what you gotta do. It isn't gonna hurt. All right. There we go. Sit that back down in here. Just for one more test. And boom. We're sitting flush. That's good. All right. Now we're going to proceed to putting this back together. But this is key, guys. Real key. Do not put this back together the same way you took it apart. So you see how I put this here? Don't put this on the bottom. Don't put the screws back in while this is away from the spindle. I'm going to show you why. This part is very important. All right, so once again, here's the vinyl that we just did. All right. And again, like I said, this is very important. How we put this back together, very important. So, the locking mechanism, which is what's on top of the vinyl, you're going to turn it upside down and put this on the spindle. All right? You don't want it to lock, because then it's going to be hell trying to get it off. So just put it in the opposite direction of the hole and sit it all the way down. Make sure it's flush. Then you're going to take the vinyl. All right? In my case, it's going to be A side up. But since we have this backwards, I'm going to lay my A side down. Once we turn it around, it'll be in the right direction. So, you want to line it up with the 3 holes. Once you have it lined up with the 3 holes, and remember the reason why we're doing it like this on the spindle is so when you want to change it, like let's say you want to change your like your butter rugs or something like that, or you want to put new vinyl on and you release it, it doesn't get stuck on the spindle. That's why we're putting it together like this, so it'll come off nice and easy. If you do this off the spindle, you're going to have hell pulling it off. You're going to have hell putting it back on. So you want it to be the right fit. That's why we're putting it together like this. All right, so bring this part back. You drop it right on top. All right. So then we start applying the screws. One at a time, start applying these screws. I don't fully tighten them until I have all of them in. Then I tighten them one by one. Once you have them tightened, check them, see if everything is gravy, and then we go on to the next step. All right, so what I did was I made sure I just went and did the other one so you can see both of them on. I got my Serato butter rugs under there so you can see the Serato coming through. These vinyls are transparent so you can see through them, which I like. Perfect. Perfect. Sweet. Can't complain. And that's how you mod these vinyl. You can take any color and do it. I'm going to do my reds couple of other ones. Perfect. You know what it is. Subscribe. Definitely leave a comment if you have any questions. It's your boy DJ MoStyles. I'm out.